Welcome to Making a Murderer, Rubberducky video channel. Thank you for joining me again today on the RD Making a Murderer Daily MaM Reading, and we're going to start part 77. Page 761. Brendan, I go to my room and play PlayStation 2. Wigger, and where does Blaine go? Brendan, goes to the phone. Wigger, okay. Is anybody else home at that time? Brendan, no. Wigger, Bobby or anybody like that? Brendan, no. Bobby he was gone bow hunting. Wigger, okay, what about Brian? Brendan shakes head, no. He was working. Wigger, okay. In previous statements, you had told us that you had left on your bike to go get the mail. Was that true? Brendan, shakes head, no. Wigger, was that a lie? Brendan nods, yes. Wigger, did you hear any screaming or anything like you had told us previously? Brendan shakes head, no. No. Wigger, okay. So you get home at 3:45 and you play PlayStation and you play PlayStation until what time? Brendan, 5 o'clock. Wigger, and then what happens at 5 o'clock? Brendan, Mom gets home, so I talked to her for a little bit and she left with Scott. Wigger, okay. And who's home at this time then? Page 762. Brendan, just me and Blaine. Wigger, okay. What do you do after Mom leaves? Brendan, watch TV until Blaine goes up to the road to get picked up from his friend. Wigger, is Bobby home yet? Brendan, shakes head, no. Wigger, okay. So Blaine leaves the house to get picked up to go with a friend. And what do you do? Brendan, I was watching TV until say 6 or 5:30 until I called Travis, and then after I got off a phone call at 6. Wigger, who called you at 6? Brendan, Blaine's boss. Wigger, okay. Fassbender, what's his name? Brendan, Mike. Fassbender, okay. Wigger, Mike what? Brendan, Cornelli. Wigger, okay. So 6 o'clock, Mike calls. Brendan, and then what? Brendan, then I still watch TV after that, and then I get a phone call at 7 o'clock from Steven. Page 763. Fassbender. On what phone? Home phone? Brendan, Fassbender. And continue again. Brendan. Then he asked me if I wanted to come over to a bonfire, and I said yeah. And then while I was getting ready, the phone rang again, and it was Steven, and he asked me if I was getting ready. Well, you're okay. So what happens next? Brendan. Then I go over there, and we started to pick up the yard with the golf cart. Well, so you go over there. Do you go in the house at that time? Brendan. No. Shakes head, no. Well, where do you go? Brendan. I go right back by the bonfire. Fassbender, is that where Steven is? Brendan, Fassbender, and when did you decide to go get the golf cart? Brendan, well, he had it over there already. Fassbender, oh, did you hear anything outside at that point? Brendan, no. Fassbender, did he tell you anything at that point of what he had done already? Brendan, no. Shakes head, no. Weir, you got to be honest with us here, Brendan, okay? This is your opportunity to be honest with us, okay? Page 764. Fassbender. Look at it this way. We're giving you another opportunity. We didn't need to come back here. If we sit here and we feel that you're not being honest with you, we could just leave. So you go back by the fire, you said. Is that true or is that not true? Fassbender. We don't want you to tell us anything that's not true. I'd rather not. I'd rather have you not tell us anything than to sit there and make things up because it's not going to look good for you. You started to shake your head when Mark just asked you that is not true. You went back by the fire. Tell us what happened. Brendan, look at me. Brendan, just look up for a second. It's very important here that you be honest, okay? Tom said we can just walk out the door. I mean, you're the one who wanted to talk with us, okay? So let's go back a little bit, okay? What have you lied about so far? Brendan, nothing. Okay. So when you go over to the house, do you go inside right away or do you go to the fire? Brendan, go to the fire. Uyghur, and what does he tell you? Brendan, just that he was going to help, I was going to help him pick up the yard. Uyghur, did he tell you anything about Teresa at that time? Brendan, no. Shakes head, no. Uyghur, all right, continue. Brendan, then after we got up the yard a little bit and we unloaded the stuff near the fire, and after a while he told me that he wanted to show me something in the house. Uyghur, did he say what he wanted to show you? Brendan, no. Shakes head, no. Uyghur, okay, so what happens then? Page 765. Brendan, he brings me in the house and Fassbender, what door do you go in? Brendan, the one with the cemented stairs. Fassbender, that would be the side door by the garage. Brendan, yeah. Fassbender, okay, the reason I ask that question is as much detail as you can provide, do so, okay? Brendan nods yes. Fassbender, go ahead, continue. Brendan, then we go into the house, and he shows me that she's laying on the bed. So when you go in the house, I'm just going to stop for a second. You go into the house. You're right in the bedroom? Brendan, well, you turn left. Okay. Then you went into the bedroom. Okay. Brendan, yeah. And she was, no, go ahead, finish. What were you saying? I'm sorry. Brendan, and then she was laying on the bed, and he told me to have sex with her. Okay, stop for a second. You said she's laying on the bed. Is she saying anything? Brendan, to not listen to Steven? Weird. Okay. So there's nothing covering her mouth. Brendan shakes head no. Weird. And she's saying to you, don't listen to Steven. Page 766. Brendan, yeah. Weird. What else is she saying? Weird. It's okay. Just get it off your chest. Pause. What else did she say, Brendan? Fassbender, we know that part hurts, and it hurts to say it, but these are the types of detail we need to know, Brendan, okay? What does she say? Brendan, don't listen to Steven and try to get help or something? Is she screaming or anything like that? Brendan, no. Shakes head, no. Okay. Was she wearing any clothes when she was on his bed? Brendan, no. Shakes head, no. How about socks? Brendan, no. Shakes head, no. So she's totally naked. Brendan, mm-hmm. What is she tied up to? Brendan, the bed things? Okay. How is she tied up? Explain that to me. What did he use to tie her up? Brendan, her hands were tied up with the rope and her feet were cuffed. Fassbender, okay. Describe the rope for us. Brendan, well, it was just yellowish. Page 767. Fassbender, how thick? Fassbender, do you recall or do you think it was a yellow rope? Brennan, uh-huh. Fassbender, describe the cuffs for us. Brennan, silver and they were leg cuffs. Fassbender, you're saying they were leg irons? They were designed for her legs? Weird. Well, whose were those? Brendan, Stevens, I guess. Fassbender, just silver. Anything else? Brendan, uh-huh. Uh-uh. Shakes head no. Fassbender, describe again. I know this is hard, and we asked you the last time describe her body for us, including her private areas. Uyghur, let's start with her hair. What color hair did she have? Brendan, brown. Uyghur, how long? Brendan, about down to her neck. Fassbender, any scars, marks, tattoos? Brendan, no. Fassbender, that you recall. Fassbender, does she have acne, pimples, stuff like that? Brendan, no. Page 768. Fassbender, braces? Brendan, no. Shakes head, no. Fassbender, any teeth that were crooked or missing or anything like that? Brendan, no. Shakes head, no. Fassbender, was she bleeding at all? Brendan, no. Shakes head, no. Fassbender, her pubic area. Did she have pubic hair? Brendan, no. Shakes head, no. Fassbender, you don't think she had pubic hair? Brendan, no. Shakes head, no. Fassbender, in the first interview, you said she did, which is right, or don't you remember? Weird. If you don't remember something, Brendan, tell us you don't remember. You need to be honest with us here. Brendan, I don't remember. Fassbender, okay, do you recall seeing her breasts? Brendan, no. Shakes head, no. Fassbender, you don't recall seeing them? Did you touch them? Brendan, no. Fassbender, did you have sex with her? Brendan, yeah. Fassbender, did you touch her breasts? Page 769. Brennan, no. Shakes head, no. Fassbender, we asked you this before. What does sex mean to you? Uyghur, Brendan, what does sex mean to you? Brendan, when a guy and a girl? Uyghur, do you know what the body parts are called? Brendan, yeah. Uyghur, okay. Well, explain to us that. What do you do when you have sex? Brendan, the guy sticks his penis into the girl's vagina. Fassbender, okay. Is that what you did? Brendan, yeah. Fassbender, and were you on top of her? Brendan, yeah. Fassbender, so she was underneath you? Fassbender, where were your hands when you were doing this? Brendan, on the sides of her? Fassbender, okay. Uyghur, could she say to you while you were having sex with her? Brendan, to stop what I was doing? Uyghur, do you know what it means to ejaculate? Brendan, yeah. Uyghur, did you do that? Page 770. Brendan, no. Shakes head, no. Uyghur, how long did you have sex with her? Brendan, about 2 minutes. Uyghur, why did you stop? Brendan, I don't know. Uyghur, where was Steve at this time? Brendan, by the door. Uyghur, what was he saying, if anything? Brendan, he was saying nothing. Uyghur, okay. When you're done having sex with her, what happens next? Brendan, he tells me to grab her clothes and he starts unraving her. Fassbender, starts on what? Brendan, like unroping her and that? Fassbender, oh, okay. Brendan, then he ties her hands and her feet and grabs her. Uyghur, let's just stop you for a second. Didn't she try to get away or kick or anything? Brendan, no. Uyghur, what is she saying during this? Fassbender, or was he saying? Was he telling her? What's he telling her, Brendan? Come on, Brendan. What's he telling her at this time? We know there's some talking going on, okay? We know that. And that concludes part 77 of the Daily MaM Reading. And as you know, I don't review the coercion of a child. I have no respect for it, and I'm not going to waste my energy. And we need to get these guys home. And so every day we're going to keep putting pressure on the state, and hopefully we'll hear something soon. We know that the circuit court has not been given a deadline by the appellate court. So the appellate court normally puts down a deadline that would basically say this is when you have to answer by and so forth, but the appellate court has lacked to do that in this situation, which means there's no timeline. Hopefully, I don't know. I think in the next 30 days, from what I'm understanding from Tracy, is that we're looking at Zellner possibly putting forth a nudge with a motion asking for a timeline to be set. Then we have to wait for the appellate court to respond. So it gets kind of complicated, but we just got to keep pushing because, like Steven said, he won't give up if we don't give up. And if you're interested, I've been showing you some of the videos that we have out. And this one is about Dr. Silkman's video. Now, he does a great forensic analysis from the DNA perspective because he's a molecular biologist and he understands far more than we do. And very soon this week, he's going to be giving us a gift. And it is a presentation about the EDTA. So I can't wait for that. We also do get into other areas, not only just the Steven Avery case, but in this case, 3 homicides took place in 12 days in the same area. And I personally consider Carmen Bawal a homicide. She did not have a prescription to the medication that she OD'd on. And I just want to thank each of you for doing what you're doing and bringing public awareness to this group. It's so, so important. We are starting to save up and we are working on getting enough to secure the app that will connect all the details for you and bring a lot more public awareness, and everything will be user-friendly. You'll have one app that brings you everything that the Duckies do, from the library to the YouTube channel, and it'll be right on your phone. So this is a Little Mishka High School. This happens to be the middle school. This is not where Brendan was interviewed. I think he was interviewed in the high school. But, I feel bad for him. With this kind of manpower coming into that school, and then they don't realize that what these two people are up against, are up to. And then they lose a student like Brendan, which, schools work so hard. Hopefully, we all think they do. And teachers work so hard just to sacrifice their time and help people grow up and aspire to do wonderful things. But Brendan never had that chance. So I'm sure they're as disappointed as we are in the state of Wisconsin right now. All right. Thank you guys and have a wonderful night. And I hope to see you tomorrow.